Hello everyone, and welcome back to another installment of Inside Zed. Today we will cover the Remington 870 MCS. The Remington Model 870 is an American-made pump-action shotgun manufactured by Remington Arms Company, Inc. It is widely used by the public for sport shooting, hunting, and self-defense. It is also commonly used by law enforcement and military organizations worldwide. The Remington 870 was the fourth major design in a series of Remington pump shotguns. John Pedersen designed the fragile, faulty Remington Model 10. John Browning designed the Remington Model 17, later adopted into the Ithaca 37. The Model 31 was well received by many, but struggled for sales in the shadow of the Winchester Model 12. There are hundreds of variations of the Remington 870 in 12, 16, 20, and 28 gauges. From the original 15 models offered, Remington currently produces dozens of models for civilian, law enforcement, and military sales. 870 variants can be grouped into a few subgroups: the Wingmaster, Police, Marine, Express, Super Mag, and the in-game variant, the MCS, or Modular Combat Shotgun. The MCS is a new configuration of the M870 introduced in 2004. The variant can be quickly modified with different barrels, magazine tubes, and stocks to support any role, such as urban combat and door breaching. In-game, the Remington 870 can be bought off the wall in Green Run and Nuketown for a cost of 1,500 points, and fills a role similar to that of the Stakeout from the original Black Ops. It comes with a good starting loadout of 6 shells in the tube and 48 in reserve. Each of these shells fires 8 pellets and are very powerful, contrary to popular belief, capable of one-shot kills until the early teen runs. The reason that the Remington seems less powerful than the Stakeout is that the Remington has a larger hip spread. This larger spread causes your pellets to divert from the intended target more often than not. To combat this, either aim down the iron sights or crouch, as each of these will reduce the pellet spread significantly. The pump-action nature of this weapon also confers the slowest rate of fire in the shotgun category, capped at 80 rounds per minute. To alleviate the problem of a slow fire rate and the larger hip spread, purchase of Double Tap 2.0 will double your pellet output to 16, increasing damage significantly and stretching the effective use of the weapon to round 18. Due to the lack of an external magazine, all shells must be reloaded separately. The first shell reloads in 0.92 seconds, and each follow-up shell reloads in half a second. This means that Speed Cola is an absolute mandate for prolonged use of the Remington. Pack-a-punching the weapon for the standard 5,000 points will give you the refitted 870 mechanical cranium sequencer. The weapon is now much more effective than the original version. With a significantly tighter pellet spread, an increase in pellet damage, and increased range, the refitted 870 is now effective up to round 25. The weapon also cycles pump action much faster, making follow-up shots quicker and more deadly. Even though it cycles the action quicker, it is still slower than every weapon in the shotgun class. Purchase of Double Tap 2 will again boost the pellet count to 16, and increase the rate of fire even more. When pack-a-punched again for a cost of 2,000 points, you will receive a reflex sight. The reflex sight offers a clearer view on target with a clean sight picture and a zoom level of 1.35x. The sight itself is not needed, but can help target acquisition in close to mid-range combat due to the somewhat bulky irons. Overall, the Remington 870 MCS is a mediocre shotgun, readily available on the wall and very strong if used correctly. However, it pales in comparison to its mystery box exclusive brethren. Our time for today is up. Join me again in the future to continue your training. Goodbye.